The film begins with a feather falling on Forrest Gump's feet as he sits at a bus stop in Savannah, Georgia. Forrest takes up the feather and places it in the book Curious George before telling the woman seated next to him about his life. Throughout his tale, the listeners at the bus stop shift their attitudes, ranging from skepticism and indifference to rapt reverence. On his first day of school, he meets Jenny, a girl whose life runs parallel to Forrest's at times. After removing his leg braces, his ability to run at lightning speed earns him a football scholarship to college. After graduating from college, he joins the Army and is deployed to Vietnam, where he makes good friends with a black guy named Bubba, who gets Forrest to join him in the shrimping business when the war is done. Forrest's battalion is later ambushed while on patrol. Despite the fact that Forrest saves several of the men, Bubba is killed in action. Forrest receives the Congressional Medal of Honor for his bravery. While recovering from a bullet wound to his buttocks, Forrest discovers his extraordinary skill for ping pong, eventually earning fame and ascending to celebrity status, and subsequently competing against Chinese teams. Forrest reunites with Jenny, who has been living a hippie counterculture lifestyle, during an anti-war demonstration in Washington, D.C. While recovering from a bullet wound to his buttocks, Forrest discovers his extraordinary skill for ping pong, eventually earning fame and ascending to celebrity status, and subsequently competing against Chinese teams. Forrest reunites with Jenny, who has been living a hippie counterculture lifestyle, during an anti-war demonstration in Washington, D.C. When Forrest returns home, he supports a company that manufactures ping-pong paddles, earning him $25,000, which he proceeds to purchase a shrimping boat, fulfilling his promise to Bubba. Lieutenant Dan, his commanding officer from Vietnam, joins him. Though Forrest first has little success, after discovering his boat to be the only surviving boat in the area following Hurricane Carmen, he begins to pull in massive amounts of shrimp and uses it to purchase a whole fleet of shrimp boats. Lieutenant Dan invests the funds in Apple computers, ensuring Forrest's financial security for the rest of his life. He returns home to witness his mother's final days. Jenny returns to Forrest one day, and he proposes marriage to her. She declines, but feels obligated to demonstrate her love for him by sleeping with him. She departs early the following morning. Forrest decides to go for a run on the spur of the moment. He decides, seemingly at random, to continue racing across the country multiple times over the course of 3.5 years, becoming famous. In the present, Forrest says that he is waiting at the bus stop because he received a letter from Jenny, who, having seen him run on television, has asked him to pay her a visit. When Forrest is reunited with Jenny, he realizes she has a little son, of whom he is the father. Jenny informs Forrest that she is infected with a virus. Probably HIV, though this is never definitively stated. The three of them return to Greenbow, Alabama. Jenny and Forrest ultimately tie the knot. Lieutenant Dan, who now has artificial legs and a fiancée, attends the wedding. Jenny perishes soon after. On Forrest's first day of school, the film concludes with father and son waiting for the school bus. When he opens the book his son is carrying to school, the white feather at the opening of the film falls from among the pages. The white feather is caught in the breeze and soars skyward as the bus moves away.